So the craziest thing just happened. Cenat announced that he's retiring from streaming. And that's not even the craziest part. The craziest part is the backlash that he's receiving because he wants to retire. Now, when I saw his retirement video, I was actually, happy for him. He gave great points on why he felt boxed, why he felt trapped as a creator, why he realized that he could do more with his resources and his time and pick up a new hobby, a new venture. He decided to go start building a clothing brand. And he even created a second channel where he journals and talk about his day and tries to read more and exercise more and, just some positive things. But then I saw videos and tweets of people making fun of him, practicing reading, saying how he's illiterate, how this generation is cooked. And then there's others that says that he's retiring from the world's easiest job and making fun of him for wanting to explore and do other things. Now, to me, that confuses me. Because in the video, he explains that, yes, he feels trapped as a creative and he isn't wrong. If you're known as something as a creative, you're kind of boxed into that. If your whole appeal is that you rage, you talk loud, you're aggressive, you're annoying, you make very inappropriate jokes, then everyone will know you as the guy that does those things. If you're the quiet guy, it's kind of whiplash when one day you're just the loud, obnoxious guy. You're kind of trapped as the character people know you play as. If you're the guy that makes food reviews, if for the next video or stream, for some reason you're talking to OpenAI about, servers and memory and data analytics, then your audience would get whiplash. You wouldn't get the type of support because that's not your audience that you've built, that you've grown. And Kai realized that. He realized that he wanted to not only be known as the streaming guy celebrities come by when their career is either dying or they want to promote something. He wanted to be known as something else. Maybe he wants to be known as the fashion guy. And he's allowed to do that. You're allowed to, change career, change fields, do other things, have other interests. Some people, they forget that we're human. Everyone's human. And you don't just like one thing. You're not just the guy that plays video games or the sports guy or no one wants to be labeled those things. The guy that's good with cars, the guy that knows how to count good, or I don't know. People want to be known for who they are, not just what they know or what they're good at, Especially being online, you kind of want to have a personality other than being the loudmouth guy. And he realized that. Even in one of his videos, he said that he didn't like how he enunciates his words. So he picked up reading more, which is a good thing. But people are making fun of him not being able to say certain words. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. Of course, I won't know as much as you, and you won't know as much as me because, different educational backgrounds, cultures, languages. And it's just kind of sad to see the internet make fun of somebody. Because, it's easy to make fun of rich people and celebrities, or they're easy punching bags. But it kind of gets to a point where people are making jokes and you can't even tell if it's jokes. It's kind of disgusting the way some people on the internet act. Yeah, a lot of it is trolls or just engagement farming, but it kind of gets to a point where you're kind of disgusted and kind of ashamed. Someone's trying to get better at something or better themselves. And instead of being okay, that's a good thing, someone's trying to improve, we're making fun of someone and just using low-hanging fruits to throw jabs. You could call me soft, but man, that's kind of weird. It's pretty weird. So PSA for anyone that's watching, if you feel trapped in a career, a hobby, a field, anything, feel free to just make a 180 and just quit and do something else. Even if you're, in your final semester, okay, that's a bad example. Even if you're in college or university and you want to do something else, you realize quickly that, okay, maybe I don't want to be an astroscientist or a marine tech. Maybe you want to do something like totally different, like culinary or I know, business management or something. Feel free to do it. I mean, it's your life. You're the one that would regret or not regret your actions, you know? Me or anyone on the internet telling you to stay in a box or do certain things, that's not for us to do or judge. If you're the guy that makes shoe reviews and you do want to go into tech or cooking or something, I mean, it's your channel, it's your livelihood. You know, the audience won't mess with it at first, but you would get the people that mess with you instead of just the content. They might mess with your personality rather than the value you bring sometimes, hopefully. I don't know. This whole game's risky and content to begin with isn't sustainable unless you reach high. So all I can really tell you is do your best. Improving yourself is always a good thing. Be careful of the criticism you consume and listen to. Do what makes you happy instead of others, especially on the internet ones. And I mean, best of luck to you. Like and subscribe for more nonsense rambling. Later.